Jason.
Mr. Stone, how are you tonight?
What's happening, my friend?
Welcome. We're live. I've been sharing some video from Arlington from outlawpulling.tv. Sorry I didn't send you the link earlier.
You're good.
I set it up yesterday, so everybody, they got 5 minutes of pulling videos at least. We teased them with some good content before they have to start listening to you and I, Ron. So.
Good deal.
No, I set up both shows yesterday morning. Let's Grow Pulling for last night, and then Outlawed with Ron Stone for Tuesday nights. And then I forgot to send you the link. So it's been one of those days. So.
That's fine. I just realized that, like 20 minutes ago, it's like, wait a minute, I don't think I have a link. So
yeah. I always drive home from the Westview office now because the internet sucks there. Now we tried it that one night when we had Dave Bennett on. So I always hurry home so I can do it. So, well, everybody, it's Tuesday, June 22nd. I still don't know where the summer's going, Ron, but it's full bore right now.
It's happening.
Yep. Well, I always like to start off every show. Can we kind of recap Arlington? I heard your voice out there announcing, so.
Yeah, Arlington was a good show. One track event.
Yep.
And had limited pro stocks, light limited pro stocks, super farms, had pro stock 4x4s, had 3,200 pro fields for the, hey, I'm on there too, look.
We always got to show off our Outlaw app. So.
Yeah, I'm on here cheating right now, so.
It isn't cheating. You can't memorize all that. You should have seen the text. You should have seen the text messages I had Friday and Saturday morning because I announced in Paris and Fayette, and everybody's like, "Who won the light pro class? Who won the limited pro class? Who won?" I'm like, "You guys, I drink after the polls. I don't remember."
It's a lot of information to retain for sure. Yeah. So yeah, Arlington. Great night. The weather up there was perfect. Couldn't ask for a better night for pulling. We've been really lucky so far, so knock on wood. Great show. Got done with decent time. They had a beer garden after and a band after. It was great time for all, and we started on time and everything went great, so no complaints. So looking forward to Manila this Saturday, Manila, Iowa. And Jerry Setter chiming in there. He's
one of the reasons we drank all night long.
Well, I was getting ready to say he's like a bad influence. Setter is. We
had some of the Jer juice out there. I'm bringing it to Rock Valley, so I got 2 cases of it. So be prepared, Rock Valley. So
yeah, that's that peer pressure they talk about. Setter, just, do it. All your friends are doing it. You won't get addicted. Come on.
Oh, I love it.
So yeah, 2 shows this weekend for the Outlaws. Looking forward. Manila this Saturday night, and of course the big show at White on Friday and Saturday night. So yeah, we're 2-timing this weekend, Texas and Iowa. At White we have 4 classes there. We have the mod tractors, super modified 2-wheel drives, the big 10 pros, and super farms are going now to White, and they'll be there 2 nights, and of course 2 tracks. The other track will be the Texas truck and tractor pullers. Manila is 7 outlaw classes. Yeah, there's the flyer there. 3,200 pro field will be back for their second hook. Pro stock 4x4s again this week. Light limited pros, light super stocks, limited pro stocks, the 4-1s. The diesel supers will be there, and the modified 4-wheel drives. So it'll be a good time in Manila as well. I'm going to Manila this weekend. Josh Runyon out of Oklahoma is doing the White show with Dave Bennett. So should be a busy weekend, should be a good time. And we're trying to see who's going to have the biggest party this weekend. Is it going to be Manila? Is it going to be White? Everybody says White, but I'm pushing for Manila this year. Because I'm going to be there, I want to be where the party's at. So.
Right. You had a set up with John Severson last night. That's his name, right?
Jeff Severson, yeah.
Jeff Severson. Sorry, I'm checking my notes. He said they had their tractor out in Arlington. Said Arlington had a great crowd, and he was really excited about Manila because I told him I feel like everywhere we've been this year, if the weather's been good, the crowds have been above average from previous years, Ron. Because I just think people are excited to get out. So
yeah, it's yep, they had their tractor out there. Really good track at Arlington too. By the way, surprised some people there. Derek Brown chiming in the poster. Well, we had to put you on there. You're the points champion from last season, Derek. So
yeah, it's not because they like you. It's because you're the points champion.
And I like that picture too. I'm not sure that's from a couple seasons back, but it looks almost like you broke like the right rear axle or something because you're darting towards the right chalk line. So
it's really digging. Really
kind of a cool picture there. But Yeah, we're looking forward to it, man. It's going to be a good weekend. Arlington was a really good pull, and I'm going to pull up some stats here on the app. And points, of course, are already getting close. Got some close points races going on with the Outlaws. So I'll pull up the Outlaw app, which everybody has access to. It's totally free on the Google Play Store. We'll look at the results here.
I sent my insurance in today for my side-by-side. So I remember you had posted that on Facebook. I sent that to that we were supposed to get that in, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I think Lori might have posted that.
Okay.
But
Jeff has better lighting tonight than he did last night. Last night it looked like he was sitting in the dark and hadn't paid his John Deere bill. That's what I had thought, Ron. But I didn't want to say anything to him last night. So.
Spent too much money on our transmission and rear end this year. Couldn't afford electricity.
Yeah. Sounds like Derek Brown wants the party. He wants a bigger party at Manila than they have in Whitewright. So I think you got some, Jeff. It should be lined up for you, bud. So
that's the goal, Jeff. We're looking to throw it down on Friday night up there at the pre-party.
Sounds like a plan.
Where is that at? Refresh my memory. Something about the candy store or something.
Yeah. We got a local watering hole called the Candy Kitchen.
Candy Kitchen. Okay. Candy store. I might not be able to go there. So
yeah,
whatever that is. So
I made Zolik say strip club last night on Let's Grow Pulling, Ron, because Mackville, Wisconsin is a Catholic church, and right across the street is Bean Snappers. So that's like always the big. All the pullers go. The pull supports the church, and then right across the street and go sin, and then come back across the street and
there you go.
Party on.
Make it all good again.
Yeah, your penance are there, huh?
Yeah.
So, Jeff, I missed the interview last night.
He was awesome, Ron. He was awesome.
I totally missed it. I went out and ate, and it took him a long time to serve me and everything. So, with the family. So, what do you got in store for us in Manila, Jeff?
Well, we start with the weather. The weather's looking good. 80, 81. Supposed to be partly cloudy, I guess. But we sealed the track up yesterday. We've been awful dry here, so we've been putting water on the thing off and on for about a week now, and we got it where we want it down below, and now we're control the water and see what Mother Nature does to us. But we'll shed her off if it does rain between now and showtime.
Okay. This pool, is it at the fairgrounds, or is it just a specific location where there's a track?
It's just I tell you what, Manila years ago used to be a huge railroad hub. We had a turnaround track in Manila that you could turn a complete train around and go to Sioux City. And of course, railroads have changed over the years, and all the tracks have been taken out. We've got a big cinder parking lot that's left, and there used to be a fertilizer building down where the track sits today. About 4 years ago, the local co-op decided to tear it down, so we had a single track for years, and about 4 years ago we redid everything, hauled more dirt in, put two tracks together, and we've got a dirt berm on the west side of the track for people that want to bring lawn chairs, and then we've got bleacher seating on the east side. So it turned out pretty well.
And refresh my memory, Jeff. This is one track, right?
We're gonna run one track this year, being that we're with Whitewright for the same weekend. So we decided just to cut back to one track, and next year we've already got things in place. We're going to move our show up a week, and then we'll probably go back to two tracks and more classes.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was one track, but like Jason says, you forget things. There's so much going on, and I think I actually wrote the contract on it, so I'm pretty sure.
Yep. You're right for this year. You're exactly right.
So, diesel supers and mod 4x4s coming. Some big classes coming this year. Tell us about the history of the pool, Jeff? How long has it been going on, and what's the benefit and such?
Actually, it all started in 2011, I think, is when we started the thing. We had our 125th celebration for the town of Manila, and a couple of us guys that are pullers and puller fans decided to put more of a local pull on, and we had a heck of a turnout. And we decided the next year to take it to the next level, and we got the Outlaws involved, and we knew we were going to grow, and to make it work, we needed more bodies, and we needed to support the fire department. So we brought them on board, and they've been just tremendous. They've got we're fortunate. We have a very young, ambitious group of firefighters that do a great job at what they do, and they take care of the pull very well.
Jason's showing some pictures there. These are all from Manila, Jason. In years past, I assume.
Yeah, I Googled Manila, Iowa tractor pull, and this is the town people pull for, and it's got a really cool logo. You can see it up there in the top. And then this is just a nice photo gallery, and you have Hooter girls selling beer, and I don't think that's a bad idea.
Yeah, that was kind of my pipe dream. We were on our way home from a girls' basketball state basketball tournament, and we stopped at Hooters, and I inquired to see if they would be interested in helping us out. And they in fact, when we moved the track, the old spur, railroad rail spur that used to bring the fertilizer into the building is there yet, in front of the grandstand on the east side. And we had a couple firemen that used a hand car, and they had the beer in coolers on the hand car, and they'd go up and down the rail in front of the grandstand, and the Hooters girls would serve out of that.
I'm seeing a lot of people in the stands too. There.
Oh, some of these pictures, Ron, it's just packed. Here, look at this. Holy crap! I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I'm trying to find what year this was. We didn't have it last year, right, Jeff, because of COVID?
Right, but this would be pre new track. This would be 4 years ago or more. This would be the old single track. We've more than doubled our bleachers since then. Little history about Manila. Back in the day when it was just Manila for the school, and the football was played in Manila, the fans of Manila just have ants in their pants or something. I don't know. They can't sit still. They're not bleacher sitters. So that tradition kind of carries on to this tractor pull. We now have 2 beer stands, one on each side of the track. And I'm not exaggerating. I think there's probably 400 or 500 people that stand around that beer stand today. Yep. And the big screen, if we took the big screen TV away, somebody would probably get shot, and it might be. It's a big social event. Everybody, we've got the corn, beans planted, sprayed, hay made. Everybody comes in and lets their hair down, and it really works out well.
And there's nothing wrong with that, Jeff, because a lot of times a pulling event like this it's almost like a celebration of the community. And there'll be, and I hate to say this, but there'll be people come out, probably don't watch a lot of stuff go down the track, but they pound back a couple beers. But
yeah,
that's part of it. And if you're creating a fun event, and the Outlaws are there having a good time, and the sponsors see a lot of people, and it creates a buzz. And that's what I love about pulling. You're rolling. Manila's not a very big town, is it?
No, we've got about 800 people, and but with the big screen there, if you're not paying attention to what's going down on the track, actually looking at the track, you can catch it on the replay, and it just people have a good time.
Yeah, it's a good place to rub elbows with neighbors and catch up, and when you have all your neighbors in the same place at the same time. So I understand that. So as far as standing up, I tell you what, Jason could probably agree with me here, but when I announce, I can't sit down. I have to stand up. My legs will hurt by the end of the night, but it's just a nervous thing, I guess. I don't know. I just can't sit down when I'm announcing. But Taylor Van
Taylor Van Beek says, I had a cousin who ended up bringing in a cooler full of beer to the pool and came back with more beer than he showed up with, thanks to the Hooters girls. That's very true.
Where did the Hooters girls come from? Because Manila's only about 800 people.
Well,
population.
First, like I say, we were on our way home from a state tournament basketball game, and we stopped there. And I hired him out of Des Moines, Iowa, just for the very first year, and then from there, it kind of went between there and Council Bluffs has a Hooters, and then actually we had a rivalry going on a few years ago. The Twin Peaks girls, some guys thought that they were the way to go. So we flirted with them too.
Well, I think we could probably take a vote in the comments, Severson, if we needed to really get this, to really nail it down, buddy.
There you go.
So, well, Jeff, we're looking forward to it. Thanks for coming on tonight. We're gonna get to our young guns here in a little bit, but anything that we left out that you want to let the folks know, start time, gates opening, etc. And
Jeff, just real quick, Ron, I like to interrupt you. You know that. I'm sorry.
Sure. Go ahead.
Jeff, this video is from 2019. Does that look more accurate, up to date?
Yeah. That's the new facility right there.
I turned the sound down so we could continue to talk, but people I know would rather listen to polling than listen to Ron and I, but they get kind of stuck with us sometimes, so that's all good. So
no, gates open at 4. Poll starts at 6. 7 classes. And actually, after the Outlaw show, we have the local semis as kind of a crowd favorite too. So it usually riles up the beer stand people. So people stay around for that and have a good time.
These are road tractors coming in.
Yeah, local semis. Nothing modified at all.
Okay.
So, yep, just the local boys.
Okay. All right. Well, Jeff, we appreciate it, and we'll see you on Friday. I'll be up there Friday to help out with the pre-show and everything. So,
okay.
You guys,
thank you, guys.
Ron, you gonna do we got any pulling vehicles lined up? We got to keep this tradition lined up. What we're promoting.
Well, I think we'll have Grandpa's Dream there for sure.
Yeah.
I think Rui might be showing up. There might be a couple other ones showing up. So
yeah, really, he didn't. He was kind of pulled a George Jones thing on us up there at Ravenna. And now I know he had some issues. He got the turbo on there, then the toter wouldn't start, and then he ended up leaving Ravenna on the hook.
We had issues.
So he's had some problems, but if we can get him up there, I think we can get Derek Brown up there with the hauling grass and some other pickups, and maybe get a diesel super stock or two. Maybe we can get the Van Beek tractor up there. Yeah,
for those people listening, we've got plenty of room for everybody overnight, and if anybody wants to come on Friday, that'd be more than welcome. And we'll party at the Candy Kitchen.
Sounds good.
Hey, Jeff. Sorry, Ron. Before you leave, I found Ryan Rusink just sent me some pictures from 2018. I kind of want to run through these quick. That kid has a big camera for a little guy there.
Oh, yeah.
So light supers, but this is the newer facility, right? That's I guess what I'm trying to show off.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
All that. Let's see.
This is 2018, is what Ryan's photo album says.
I don't know if he's got all the right ones there, because that's not our facility.
What did I do? This is not Ryan's fault. This is my fault. Milan 2018, Milan. Manila, Jason, Manila.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm pretty special sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
They both start with M. It's okay.
Yeah. I actually called Paris Milan a couple times Friday night. I don't know, and I wasn't even drinking, Ron. I was sober as a judge.
That's all right. Luke, my boy, used to be from Fawcett, Missouri. Tristan and him traded addresses for a while.
Oh, here we go. Sorry, guys. There we go.
There you go. Yep, that's more like it.
When you have a nice facility like Manila, I want people to understand they're going to a nice place and check it out. So.
Yep.
That's a great picture. Look at the tire wheel speed on that thing.
Yeah, Craig puts her down there.
Not sure what we got going on there, Ron. That would be a good meme, I feel.
That would be.
I'm actually going to save that photo. Save as meme for later. I got a good idea, Ron. The clean one will go on Outlawed, I promise.
Yep.
The fun one will be on Beer Money. That's all I'm going to say.
Slim Freeze and Scotty, is that who that was?
I don't get great photos of the reason that Scott was holding these two crossover pipes with a pair of pliers. But suffice to say, there are unlimited super stocks pushing a lot of boost pressure and creating a ton of horse torque. So, yeah. That's good stuff. Freeze.
Hey, I've used a few of these pictures.
Hoffman's.
Gangrene.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a beautiful facility, Jeff. What a beautiful facility.
Nettings.
Fill that place up with people. These are pictures courtesy of the Big Rye, we call him, right?
Yep. Thanks, Ryan. He does a great job.
Jeff, where's your tractor? We got to find it.
Well, we're in the wrong class yet.
Well, I know that guy.
Diesel Supers, yep.
My hero, Taylor.
There you go.
I'm just sucking up to my sponsor, just to be honest. So.
Here we're getting closer. Crazy Eights in our class. Wildside, Hoffman's.
There we're getting close.
Lone Bucks.
Yep, the Super Farm again.
Grody. Yep, there it is. Right there.
Boom!
That'd be Luke.
How about that?
Where did you guys end up on Saturday night?
Well,
hey, check the Outlaw app, Mr. Stone. It's free for everybody.
Yes. And by the way, that app is a dandy. I tell you what, everybody should have it on their phone. We ended up third, actually, and we're running our old turbo setup. We chopped the turbo down last year, and we haven't got our new one back yet. So, typical COVID.
That's it's kind of the recurring theme going on here now is with parts and turbos.
Yeah,
it seems to be waiting. So
I should have been checking the comments because Ryan said Luke hooked late in the show. He was out running raindrops.
He was actually. We were running for points that year, and Kurt came down because it was threatening real hard, and the Luke was like second to last supposed to be, and he moved us up because the guys that were running in front of us, the 3 or 4 of them, weren't running for points. So Luke got that in, and he got to the end of the track. I'm kind of an old school puller. When I went pulling back in my day, I was on an outdoor trailer, so I was schooled to put the thing on the trailer. You didn't have to tie it down. Just get it on the trailer, just in case it rains. Luke gets to the end of the track, and he hops off, and he comes running back. He wants to watch everybody else pull. And I said, get that thing in the hauler. And he didn't even make it. He didn't even make it to the hauler, and it was pouring down.
So, Young Buck was 318.96. Mitch Larson. Spare Time, Brady Gosler, 316.34. Grandpa's Dream, Luke Severson, 314.6. So what we'll do, Jeff, is we'll pull extra water and fuel samples. Anybody that finishes ahead of you Saturday night in Manila, okay?
Yeah, we need all the help we can get. Thank you.
Oh, I love it.
Did you guys take that line? I can't remember. Did you take the line that everybody pretty much did all night on that right corner?
Yep.
I think Rui was the only one that went straight in the middle of the track there, but everybody seemed to go right. I wasn't sure if everybody was aiming there, if it was pulling them there. But
yeah. Luke, before he hooked that night, he proposed to his wife, so that was a special 18.
Good deal. Congratulations,
Jeff. What's the biggest crowd you feel like you've had there? Do you remember what year it was and like just approximate number?
You know, it was, the 18 crowd was right up there. We run normally 2,500 to 3,000.
Okay.
Is pretty common.
I'm just reading through the comments. These are always fun.
Who paid Willman's bail? That was just a opportunistic shot I took when he was talking to the local sheriff there. So.
There's Tristan. Mitch Larson's a pretty big deal. I like this stuff.
Yeah, those guys shoot stuff back and forth a lot.
That's good stuff.
It is.
Okay, Ron.
Yep.
I bugged Jeff enough tonight. Thank you for your.
Jeff, thanks for coming on. We appreciate it.
Yeah, Jason, Ron, thank you. We'll see you in Manila.
Yep, I'll chat with you. Probably give you a call tomorrow.
Very good.
Otherwise, we'll see you Friday, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too.
Well, that was fun. Jeff did a really nice job last night, Ron. I like that you're helping me. You're getting the promoters on our Let's Grow Pulling Live, and then come back on Tuesday night and really focus on the Outlaw show. I don't spend as much time with them on Monday night. We're trying to rattle people through, but
sure.
I really enjoy the comments, Ron, like during Outlawed with Ron Stone, because people have been there, they've seen it. It's more focused on, I would say, the Outlaw fan, if you will, that West.
Sure.
So it's been good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, I think we'll go with I've got another promoter on here, but we'll get him on after we get our young gun on here tonight.
So who do you got coming up? We're going to get Connor on?
Yeah, let's get Connor on here.
I'll wait. I haven't seen him pop on the screen yet. I just kicked Jeff off. So.
Yeah, he told me he was ready to go. So, but just to introduce this concept here, this little series we got going is Young Guns with the Outlaws, our young pullers, about 25 and under. Young pullers with the Outlaws. We're always trying to focus on the next generation of pullers, getting the young fans involved, the young pullers involved with pulling, and get that next generation to take the baton and run with it with pulling. So started realizing we've got a lot of young pullers with the Outlaws. So let's highlight those guys, let's spotlight them. And I said, guys, there's girls too. We're going to have a young lady on next week, if we can get her on here, Daly Paulson. But tonight we're going to focus on Connor Metting, Outlaw points champion in his first season. Tyrod Metting last year.
That's for me. I did that for Connor, and I'm going to change the color because those John Deere guys are very sensitive, especially the younger ones from Texas. So you got to get the right color.
That was like Frosted Frog green there.
That was. Hey, we got to be good to the sponsors too. Connor, you got your haircut, buddy.
I did.
What color green do you like there, Connor? You got to go a little darker.
Right there.
Right there?
That's good.
Okay. Is your girlfriend watching, Connor?
No, she's playing softball right now.
Okay. Can I leave Connor tie rod up there, or do you want me to take the tie rod off?
I don't care. You can leave the tire.
No. So the kid's 16. Are you 17 now, Connor?
Yes.
So he, first year out, wins the Outlaw Pro Stocks, and he drives his hot farm out of bounds in Nordheim in front of his hometown crowd, breaks the tie rod, then jumps on a 3,000 horsepower Pro Stock and goes 370. And I'm just like, come on, Connor.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
In fact, last year on Friday at White Right, I first rattle out of the box. Dad was going to drive both Pro Stocks, and I pulled Bullfrog up there on a gooseneck trailer, and we got up there late because we had pounded all week long to get that 60-30 ready to go, and we got up there and got it up. I got changed and we got it up on the track, and I come out of the hole and I stood it up straight on the wheelie bars, and it took off to the left-hand side, and I had to get out of it, and I broke the left-hand tie rod. And then, like Jason said, it hooked on Saturday at Mayfeast and went to the right, and I broke the right-hand tie rod. So I broke them both now.
Well, you got good parts on there now. You got good new tie rod ends on there, right? So looking at the points here, Connor, I mean, coming off a Rookie of the Year season last year, 16 years old, Outlaw Heavy Pro Stock points champion. Right now, you're tied for first with your old man. You and Pops are tied for the lead in the points right now. That's got to be pretty cool feeling.
It is. We came out, and he had some tire problems last year with his tractor, but we came out and got lucky with the 60-30, started running good right off the bat, and we got White Right, and then we had a really, really good weekend in Rock Valley, and we never looked back. We just kept going, and lots of luck and lots of me drawing before him, or him drawing before me, so we could could make the changes and got it done. So we're shooting to keep them both we're always shooting for first and second. That's always good.
Doesn't matter who wins it, just first and second for the team, right?
Always. That's our goal.
So, I mean, obviously you got into pulling because your dad was into pulling, but tell us the story. How old were you and when you got hooked?
Yeah, he got in fact, and he might have told this story to Jason before, but he started, in fact, him and a friend went and bought a 2-cylinder 830 from a auction and one morning, and they took it that night to a pull and they hooked it, and after that he was hooked, and he had up to five of those 2-cylinder antiques at one time. He had the 830, he had 2 730s. What else did we have? I think we had the G that my brother pulled at Mayfeast. Of course, it wasn't as souped up as it is now, but he had it, and we may have had one other one, but we slowly started as he did that, and we were still doing that hot and heavy when I came along.
And when was that? How old were you when you started pulling?
He started antique pulling. I'm not sure. I honestly don't remember if I was born yet or not. He's been doing it a while, but when we bought Bullfrog's chassis in 2007 or 8, and we took it to Haslag, which is in not too far from the pull in Marthasville, Missouri, where we'll be in a couple of weeks. And they built all the sheet metal for it, and we went and picked it up and had a motor built for it, and we came out in 2009 with Bullfrog, and we ran it 2009, and we started in 2010. We won. I don't remember if it's 2010, 2011. We went to a motor from Phil at Riverside, and we won the Texas Point 7 years in a row, 2010 through 2016. And then and Louisville of 2015 is when Dad brought the 830 home. Cole and Whitey's iJet we loaded it in their trailer, and they brought it home for us. And it sat here we were trying to have it out in 2016, but it didn't happen. So we got it ready and spent all winter getting it ready to go. And we came out in 2017 with it. And we've been very successful with it. And then
tell us the story about how you ended up with your tractor. Was that something that you guys had planned out, or was that a little bit of a surprise for you? Or?
It was a surprise for me. Mom and Dad went to, the 2019 farm show, Louisville, and went up there, and they didn't tell me or nothing, and he must have, and he spoke for the tractor, told David he'd buy it, but they were going to run it that season and run it at Louisville yet, and then after that we would get it. And when they got home, they told us that he told us that he had spoke for it, and so they ended up running it that year, and then ran it at Louisville, and of course I don't remember whose mod it was. Ricky Long's modified blew apart the drive shaft and dinged the fender.
I was getting ready to go there, so
yeah, we sent it after Louisville. It went back to Lance Little shop, and he tore it down, pulled the motor out of it, pulled all the sheet metal on it off of it, had the fender fixed, the cage fixed, and we were getting down to the wire, and we thought we were going to White first. Well, then they put the Warrensburg hook in there that weekend before, I guess that would have been Father's Day weekend last year, and his last year they were going to fix because if you ever look on both of our tractors, the first 2 years we had them out, there was a hole way up in the front of the hood, and then where we put our new hood, that's because Lance runs his exhaust systems different, and that's how he can get the air horn way out the front, because he puts the turbo sits way in the front of the valve cover, and Phil puts his closer to the back. So they were going to get that hole covered up. Well, his painter ended up having a heart attack, or a stroke or something. It wasn't good. So we said, well, we got to go. The fenders are painted. We had to have new side shields because they told Dad, David did at the 2020 farm show, he wanted to keep the side shields with the corn-fed decals on it. And Dad was not very happy about that. But we had new ones built and everything was painted but the hood. So we were having some renovations done to our pulling van, so we could fit belt tractors and our Jeep. And so we tried every way to get the tractor here. We knew the trailer wouldn't be ready. We tried every way to get the tractor down here. The 830 was ready to go after Louisville, and it just wouldn't work. So we ended up opting out of Warrensburg, knowing we'd have at least one drop to counter that. And that book was then I want to say the 19th was that Saturday, or the 20th of June. And that day after, the trailer and my tractor got here, and we unloaded it and started that night. And we worked like dogs from Sunday night to Thursday night. And we had all the steering, the whole steering, racket pinion steering was on the back side of that front axle, and all the pumps and stuff wouldn't set down for the motor. So we took all that apart and put it all, and we had my dad's brother-in-law. He's can fabricate and weld and all that good stuff very well. He redid all that, and then we never got the measurement of how far the turbo needed to be rolled down close to the valve cover so the hood would set all the way down. And it ended up filling in and ended up putting it too high. So we had to pull the turbo off, and we took the exhaust manifold off, and we cut that flange off, and we made it where that turbo would roll down just above the valve cover where the hood would set down. And I think, and we got all that fixed Wednesday night, and we walked out there Thursday morning. We had to cut and make and put ends on all of our fuel and water lines. And we started there, and 10 o'clock and about 10:30 that Thursday night before White we fired it up and it was running. We stuck the hood on the 830, and we put all the sheet metal on it, and we had never loaded anything. So we spent another couple hours trying to get it all loaded, and got everything loaded and was ready to leave, and got up, I want to say about 7 o'clock that next morning. It was raining. Well, Dad and I had already agreed that he was going to drive both of them at least on Friday to get a feel for the new tractor. And so I was going to just drive Bullfrog at least on Friday. And so we loaded it in the rain, and we left out of there about 10:30 and booked it up to White and got there a couple hours before showtime. And like I said, we had the tie rod problem with Bullfrog, and then said, you think you can handle one of those Pro Stocks? And I said, I think I can. Which one you want me to drive? He said, well, I guess since the 830's first, I guess you can drive the new one. So that we started there, and I was always afraid that I'd have a problem being able to get it to light and go. And I got it the first time, and I will say it was quite the adrenaline rush. I don't remember much from those first two passes. It was pretty cool.
Looks like you might have been a little heavy on the nose that first pass. That might have been intentional.
Yeah, he would. After everything that it went down with Bullfrog with it standing up on the wheelie bars. I had it running behind the sled, and he came back there and put an extra 100 pounds on the front end, just to make sure that it wouldn't get stupid or do anything. And the balance was off a little bit, but we just wanted to me to be able to handle it, and we wanted the track to go down the track and run, and then we'd go from there.
Of course, Jason's showing video from Whitewright. Of course, Whitewright's this weekend, Friday and Saturday. But let's talk about Rock Valley last year a little bit. I mean, 16 years old, you go in there and take home the Rock Award last year. Tell us about Rock Valley last year.
I ended up, I think, 3rd and 4th in Whitewright, and I didn't expect to do that good. And I went into Rock Valley, and I knew I was a massive underdog. Would only be my 3rd and 4th time to drive the tractor. But to go out there on Friday and end up and being first hook, and I was nervous about being first hook. But to end up winning that deal, I was pretty pumped up. And to come back and Saturday, Dad had a whale of a pass being first hook, and I got over to one side a little farther than I wanted to, but I held on to second, and for us to walk out of there with both the trophies, and I had the Rock. We were very excited.
Yeah, a lot of guys still trying to get that Rock Award at Rock Valley, Connor. So
yeah, Dad hasn't even won it yet, and he's been pulling there. This will be his 5th year to pull there. But yeah, it was definitely a surreal deal. I didn't even.
Did you sleep on Friday night after winning that? Just curious.
I was very energetic. I didn't know really what to think. I mean, and I didn't expect to do. I mean, I had won, and I knew I was in the running for the Rock, but I did not expect to come out there and end up second behind Dad on Saturday and end up winning it. I just never thought in a million years I'd come out there my first year and be able to do that. But
yeah, that was pretty awesome.
It was.
It was pretty awesome.
Here we go. This was a very nice pass. He and Dad, before we changed turbos and went to our 5-inch Weimer that we all run now, he always had to drive it out of the hole to get that tractor to hook, so the tractor would hook. And he drove it out a little bit on Friday at Rock Valley, and on this pass right here, I was standing right there next to him right there on the sideline, and he was bringing it up, and he got it up just high enough, and he turned it loose, and I'm like, he's driving it like me now, and he just kept dragging. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, his Saturday night pass was, he held the front end up there forever. Yeah. Watch this.
It didn't touch till about 330 feet, I think. It was quite the pass.
Yeah, somebody in the stands had a pretty cool video of it. And as he went by, this guy, I think he had a John Deere hat on, he stood up and threw his fist in the air. It was pretty cool as he went by, because it was such a cool pass. And that guy did what we were all thinking when he went by. So, yeah, you guys had a great weekend. And, of course, Rookie of the Year, points champion. I mean, 16 years old. That's pretty cool, Connor.
It was very cool. I did not expect to do that good, and Dad's been telling me all winter, and I know it's true. I mean, he said them boys are going to be coming for you this year, and
that's right.
Not going to be all the first year luck, so you better be on your A game. And so, I think, but we definitely we came out at Ravenna, and we're gonna give them the best shot to keep them up there in the top end. So,
yeah, we wouldn't expect anything less from you and your dad. But anything on the horizon here, I know I've heard rumblings of your sister driving. Is it?
Well, I mean, both of my siblings will definitely drive when they're old enough. My brother is 14, so he'll start driving a couple of years, and my sister is 11. But yeah, as soon as they want in the seat.
Yeah, I think I was actually thinking about Tyler Paddock when I was talking about your sister. But yeah, but she's 11. It won't be long. She'll be driving too. So how's this Friday? This is Friday.
Friday.
Yeah. All those good-looking red tractors were blocking the view there, Connor.
Let me turn the sound on, guys. Give me 1 second here. I've been trying to just play them in the background, so I'm not interrupting you guys talking. But we'll do the whole sound thing here. Yeah, Connor, you handle yourself very well as a fine young man. I love you guys, but you do a heck of a good job. Your dad would whoop your butt if you were a punk anyway. That's what I like about it. So. We got some Ron. We got some players here. Hollywood, Tristan Myers. So.
Yeah, Tristan. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. It just.
Can we call him Hollywood?
I told him I was going to start calling him that, and he said, "Oh, don't get that started." And it slipped out Saturday night at Arlington, so some people noticed.
We run these tractors at 10,000 pounds, 680 cubic inches.
That's the good stuff there, Connor.
Pretty fast. He's got to feel good. 30 feet tires.
Where did your dad was like third or fourth hook, if I remember?
I believe so. He was somewhere in there.
Because I was home watching on outlawpulling.tv.
I think he was actually supposed to be second hook that night, and that might have helped him but Lori didn't want us having.
So Warburns are right behind. This tractor's right behind you guys in the points this year, right?
Yeah, he took the win on Saturday night in Ravenna last week.
Yep. Ron, do the Outlaws, is it 50-48, or how do the Outlaws do points? Is it 25-24?
First place is a 2-point differential, and everything below that is 1. So you get an extra point for actually
winning.
So,
Here we go. The whole group North Texas. Ooh, nice pass there, the bulletproof buck. Beautiful things out there on that. John Deere.
You, as an announcer, Ron, you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you know about 100 feet if somebody's got.
Oh yeah.
You can. I was talking when I was announced this weekend. I'm like, 2 things: watch the front end, listen to the RPMs, because that tells everything. So.
Yeah, that's speed at mid track is big too. It's you can just tell when 150 foot, if they're hauling the mail, you know they're going places. But Ryan, I thought so too, man. It just rolled off the tongue, so I had to say it. Play that video from Saturday night, the 2 Medding tractors.
Give me. You keep talking for a second. Let me cue it up. I'm the sound and the video guy, so I'm just saying.
So, Connor, what's happening? What's on the horizon for the Medding pulling team here? Anything new?
Not that I know of.
Just trying to maintain that edge and not get complacent. Yeah, they'll definitely be coming after you. You've got a bullseye on your back now. You know that, right?
Sure. And we're gonna make it if if we're gonna go down, we're gonna go down fighting. But we're moving a few dozers tomorrow and just trying to get everything lined out because once Rock Valley gets here.
So this is Saturday night, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is obviously Dad.
The guy got pretty excited after this pass.
That guy right there?
Yeah.
Connor, where were you at?
I was third, right here.
I think our cameraman on YouTube had a couple extra beers there. Rock Valley.
Yeah, it's a good looking hook too, for sure. Well, speaking of Rock Valley, we've got Kurt Koima waiting in the wings too, Jason. We'll get Kurt Koima on here in a little bit.
I got to spell Koima right. You know what I'm saying? No, that's right. You guys enter it, don't you, when you type them in? So,
so Connor, man, we appreciate you coming on tonight. Look forward to seeing you. I won't be at Whitewright this weekend. I'll be up in Manila, so we'll see you in a couple of weeks at Rock Valley, buddy.
Hey, Connor.
Yes.
Connor, how far is Whitewright from your house?
We are about 6.5 hours from Whitewright.
So in their home state, they're still 6.5 hours away. So.
Oh, a lot of our Texas guys are pulled from so far south Texas. They'll log more miles in the state of Texas than they will all the other states combined to get to one of our pulls in like Iowa or Nebraska. So yes, Texas is huge.
Ravenna was, I think, about 960 miles, and Rock Valley will be about 1,100. And Spencer at the end of the year, that's about 1,100. That's three of our farthest ones.
Wow.
It's 1,457 miles from my house to your house, Connor. So
wow.
I'm flying next time. I don't care what anybody says they want to ride with me. I broke my phone because I was trying to be funny and video that guy coming down the Tulsa Turnpike, but I love coming to Nordheim. So
yeah, we love having you.
It's a good time. Well, Ron.
Yep. Connor, appreciate it, buddy. Thanks for taking the time out for us tonight, and we'll see you at Rock Valley. Good luck this weekend at Whitewright.
Thank you.
See you, Connor.
See ya.
Yeah, another good kid. I mean, we had Tyler Paddock on last week, and we're batting 1,000 here. These kids are being brought up right, I think. I mean,
they are. Well, I mean, they're super humble for the opportunities that they get, at that age. I'd love it. I love it. That's my Schaefer rep. He was with me when I looked at him and said, Brian, I need a new phone. He was really tall. And I said,
I heard he had a white knuckle ride with you down there. Is that true?
Might have.
So
I'm looking for some Red Rock photos here from Rock Valley. I got a bunch of Rock Valley photos. There's a Red Rock.
Yeah, Chad Weisenkamp kind of come out of nowhere at the Super Farm class this year. He's leading the points. A couple of wins already. Took a win Saturday night in Ravenna and win this weekend in Arlington. And Super Farms head to Whitewright this weekend.
Yeah, so, I saw that.
So pretty cool opportunity for Super Farms to get back to Whitewright. I guess they were there several years ago, and so they're back this weekend. But Chad Weisenkamp someday leading the points in that class right now. So he's laying down some really good passes with that international.
I'm trying to find that meme I made of with all the sorghum and wheat and hay on the track. And I said, is this heaven? I was trying to do the Field of Dream things.
Gotcha. I recall that. Yeah.
But I have too many computers and I save things on different. I got to get smarter and do one of them Dropbox things.
One of those. Yeah, you could do that. I have external hard drives all over the place. All the video and stuff I have on mine. So
Brian Swanson can't wait for the Manila pull. So I like that.
Me too, Brian. I can't wait to go pulling.
So Roosting is watching, and we're going to officially go with Hollywood and Myers. I've decided, Ron. So we're going to make some memes tonight. I need a good picture of Myers, and we'll do the Hollywood thing, and we'll Photoshop the Hollywood Hills in the background. Don't you think, Ron?
Yeah, he's cussing me right now.
He's going to get over it. That's how this works. You and I, this is your show, and I'm your assistant. And I talk too much. I talk too much for a color guy, but it's hard for me to sit still this long, Ron. You know that.
Right. That's right. Last season at Ottawa, Iowa, I was doing a little walk through the pits, did a little Facebook Live. On one of those rare occasions, I actually had enough signal on my phone to do so. And was doing a Facebook Live and walked by Tristan's hauler, and he was on the phone, and I think I made a comment like he was probably talking to his agent at the time. So I don't know. It just kind of sounded right, Tristan, man, if you're watching. Sorry, but not sorry. It's
sorry, not sorry.
It's going to stick.
Meister's going to help us out.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, this is what makes it fun. I'm telling you.
We're talking about White this weekend, Friday and Saturday for the Outlaws. We're talking about Manila, Iowa this weekend with the Outlaws, and then we take a weekend off for the 4th of July weekend, and then we really go full bore and go to Rock Valley. So we're gonna get Kurt Koima on here from Rock Valley here in a few minutes. And
Ron, is White is that a hometown pull for any of the pullers or?
Well, Ray and Ray Miller, I know they're from White there. They pulled 2-5. I'm not sure of any of the others that pulled the Outlaws that are from White.
See, this is good stuff. I like it.
The wheels are turning now. They're in motion.
Ever since I found that image flip thing, Ron, or whatever you make the memes, it's been there's sober memes and there's drinking memes. Drinking memes shouldn't be posted, but the other one should be. So
yeah, wait till the next day to post those.
Yeah, the 24-hour rule. Should I post this or not? So I'm going to flip through some of Ryan's photos from Rock Valley, if you don't mind, while we're.
There's going to be a bunch of good ones.
Yeah.
A pretty cool memory from Rock Valley last year. Not only was Connor going in there in his rookie season and winning the Rock Award, but was seeing Doug Ruth, D. Ruth, get out there and pull the first time. It was their anniversary. She'd never driven the tractor before, and she came out there and just opened up a can and really ruled that 4-1 class last season in Rock Valley. That was pretty cool to see.
We actually talked about that Friday night or Saturday night. I don't remember what night we talked about that down in Missouri, but I said, has Dee ever driven the tractors? And Leroy said, yeah. She come out and just laid the wood to everybody. And I was like, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, she did. You definitely couldn't tell she hadn't driven the tractor before.
She's been to enough polls, so. White is a hometown poll for all the Texas pullers that travel up north to compete. Thank you, Corliss, you smart ass. I got that one, so it's all good. Go tell it. Run and go tell it, Dustin.
Yeah, he had a good hook in Ravenna last Saturday. Took the win there in that super modified 2-wheel drive class. So
that's a good look. I like the looks of that tractor, that Demon Be Gone. That's sharp.
Yeah, that's cool.
Is this a light limited pro class, or which class is this?
Light supers.
Light supers.
Light super stocks.
Because Outlaws have light super run and then unlimited super, right?
Right.
So these are our egg chassis tractors?
Yep. Kind of like cast super, yeah.
Yep. That's Boyson's, right?
Under construction.
Who do we got there?
It's, Jordan and Mike Compton. That's father-daughter there.
Okay.
He drives the Ford Tough Pro Stock 4-wheel drive.
Now, these are our unlimiteds, right?
Gary Whiff, yeah. Been pulling 51 years this season.
That tractor has always just been awesome.
Yep, there's the Airborne from Pennsylvania.
Roos, I don't like to give you a lot of compliments, but you, I don't. So Coin was texting me saying, I don't know if Link is working. Did you give him the one that you sent everybody else?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll resend it here. How about that?
Because I'll see them pop up down here in my little display, and I can bring them on. So. Because Whitey and Corliss' home pool, that's Columbus, right? Yeah. Down there in Texas. I think that's where they live. They put that one on, right?
Yeah, the Zycheks live in Columbus. Yeah.
I think Dustin lives by them too. So.
Yeah, I went down there in 2018. We covered that on Full Pull TV. Andrew Meister, I just saw that in my inbox here.
We can make the meme live on the show if somebody sends me the picture. That's all I'm saying. I can share that screen. So.
Yeah, here, I'll share it with you.
We're flipping through Rock Valley photos right now. We've been talking Manila, we've been talking Whitewright, and then Rock Valley is the next one. The past alter ego laid down.
He laid down at Dubuque?
Yeah, that was money.
He laid down a whale of a pass in Dubuque.
How to Make a Meme by Ron Stone and Jason Schultz. So we got to save this.
That's courtesy of Andrew Meister there.
So what we're gonna do is we got to snip this out a little bit. Okay, save that. Here's our buddy. What's up, Slick?
I got it figured out, I think.
Yeah, you're not as ugly as I thought you would have been on here. I'm actually impressed.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me open it up on the Facebook link or whatever. So
sometimes I'm not going to pick on you about technology. Sometimes it doesn't work, but
yeah,
we'll figure it out here.
Me and technology don't get along.
That's okay. All right. So what are we doing here? Hollywood? What are we saying, Ron?
Hollywood Tristan Myers.
We'll get this up on the Facebook page here. Probably will.
He's gonna love me. He's gonna love me for this.
It's MY, right? Or it's MEY?
I think it's Y.
Okay.
I think.
I'll watch the comments. Nope, it is MYERS. Yeah. Oh, here's Tristan. Andrew Meister is an idiot. This is good. Let's see what color. Well, red, white, maybe. This. Pick a new font. Yep, Hollywood. Does that look like the Hollywood letter, Stone?
Oh, it's close.
Got to space them out, right? Like that.
There you go.
This is a free education, people. Oops. Got a little aggressive on that one there. Aren't you glad you came on with us, Kurt, so you could do this?
Oh, yeah. I always get educated with you.
Well, what'd you expect? You didn't expect something good, did you?
Yeah. You remember that Real Education a few months ago when we showed up at Colby's at about midnight? You and Taylor?
So that's the night Van Beek and I bought all those pull-off tabs, and we thought we wasted a couple $100, but we hadn't. But we ended up wasting it. I mean, we gave it all back. Don't get me wrong. But it was
we bought that machine out of pull-out tabs.
I'm pretty sure we did.
So what's shaking in Rock Valley, Kurt?
Oh, not a lot. Just working on the details.
There's a lot of those, I think.
Yeah. It's dry up here. Real dry.
Yeah.
Ron, Kurt, are you guys satisfied with that meme?
Yeah. Looks great.
Yeah. I say send it.
I'm going to have this out to about 1 million people here by 9 o'clock.
So yeah, in 2 weeks, the population of Rock Valley is going to change a little bit.
Yep.
Last year, of course, with COVID and Rockwell being moved and everything, I mean, we had. Would you ever expected that many pullers there? What we had last year?
No, and not to get it done in the time we did. I would have thought you'd be pulling till 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning.
Oh, we were done in like 3 hours and 45 minutes, 174 hooks, something like that.
I don't remember what was it on Friday night. 100. I thought it was like 156. And it was like 440 for the weekend, if I remember right.
Wow.
But I could be off on that.
Hate is a strong word, Kurt. He might be upset with me, but I don't think he's going to hate me.
Right? Yeah, I agree with you, Ron. No, that's the one thing, guys, and I get all over, and that's the one thing I heard from a lot of pullers was a lot of people that went to Rock Valley that normally wouldn't because just busy summer, different associations. Everybody that went there, they were blown away on the facility, the amount of hooks, and how fast the show moved, Kurt. So kudos to you guys. So
yeah, you can tell the fans' attention. It's only 4 hours, 4.5 hours is max, and you can see the stands. I mean, 11:30, they're gone.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of places like to put the pro stocks last, and so nobody gets to watch them. So
good thing on the extra pit area last year. That was perfect timing for that across the road.
It will be there again. So
awesome. Anything new to expect this year?
No, not. Just going to be the same, smoother on show, we hope, and I think we're going to see some of the pullers that came last year come back the way it sounds. We're pulling the 540s. I've been in contact with Mike Eccles. I think we're pulling them all day Saturday, so some of the Wisconsin tractors can come down. I think they have a hook somewhere Friday night.
They've been working together, Ron, or Kurt. They've really been working together to talk to each other, to support the classes and move around. So that's nice that you guys are doing that. So.
Yeah, so
that's awesome.
I think that's a possibility. And then talking to some of the 4-1 guys, I think they only pull Thursday night in Rockwell, so hopefully some of them guys would come our way. I think there's a couple of Wisconsin hooks the way it sounds on Friday and Saturday that we got to contend with. Some Region 3 stuff maybe. But
I'm not sure.
You'll have plenty of iron.
Yeah, we're not worried about it. It should be a good again.
Saturday afternoon show, 3 shows, just for the folks that have never been to Rock Valley. Huge pull for the Outlaws. But they run a Friday night show, a Saturday afternoon show, then a Saturday night show. Everybody hooks twice in those 3 shows, and the best overall culmination of finishes, wins the Rock Award. How long has the Rock Award been going on up there, Kurt?
2019 was the first one. So this will be the 3rd year, I think.
Okay. I mean, it's a concept. It's caught on. I mean, Ravenna does it. Of course, Wisner does it, and Rock Valley does it. But it's something extra for the pullers to shoot for. And of course, we had Connor Metting on right before you, and he won it last year in his rookie season. Which is really cool for him, but love to see that extra something to shoot for the pullers like the Rock.
Oh yeah. It makes it quite interesting. Like Bowling Green, I consider them kind of starting it with that ring.
Sure.
Oh, now you're getting closer to them pictures, Jason. Yeah, the rye is cut off, so. Rich Rosebaum actually took that picture of that. The one you set up, Jason, where it talks about, is this heaven? No, it's Iowa or something. Tim Blankensport does our Facebook page, and he's pretty original. It makes me laugh, some of the posts he puts up.
He does a good job. He's constantly putting stuff up. Yeah, I did a video early before the season started, just kind of a teaser for the season, and somebody from Rock Valley did the drone over the parking lot, the track, and the pit area, and I used that at the beginning of that video, that drone footage. There was just so much going on there with all the people and all the haulers and such. So that was pretty cool to put up.
Yeah. Our tracks are probably pretty dry right now. Like I said, we need rain bad up here. I remember the big drought of 2012 too. We didn't dry out too bad up here, but that track got just about 250,000 gallons of water a few weeks, 2 weeks. I think we started 2 weeks before the pull. And I would imagine it's going to take a pile again.
Yeah, I'll be coming up early this year. Of course, we're having the Outlaw banquet there in Rock Valley. Since we got booted out for COVID back in the fall, and we're unable to have our banquet, we're going to have our banquet right there in Rock Valley on Thursday night. So there'll be a lot of outlaw pullers there earlier than normal. So
Yeah,
be prepared.
We'll have a good time. I told the bar downtown too, they better get ready. Yeah, there's the picture, Jason.
One of my proudest memes right there, fellas. I saw that picture and I thought right away, and that's what I got to do it. I got to do it. So,
Some areas that stuff was shoulder high.
that's awesome. That is awesome.
They claim the roots of that rye go down as tall as what the rye is.
Wow.
Insane.
So let's talk about the Super Farm tractor. This joint effort. Tell us how this came to be here, the Red Rock.
Oh, my partner Dave, obviously, that I have the business with, and then we pulled in the Great Plains days, or late '90s, early 2000s, and then we pulled against Barry Haverhall's. And
Yeah, we're getting a bad connection from him.
Yeah, he'll come back. He's been kind of bouncing in and out, Ron.
Yeah.
If not, we'll just highlight his big face right there. We'll have a little fun with it. So. There he is.
But anyway, Barry, brush puller, Great Plains pull, and came up. You know what? We should build a super farm. We thought we could build it for $30,000, which was a little bit wrong. So we found Kurt Van Beek actually found the tractor. It was down by St. Louis, Missouri. It was Donald Greer's old pro stock. And yeah, the rest is history. And yeah, you can't build a super farm for $30,000. We found out also.
Yeah, you guys had a great season last year with Red Rock, and of course the year before you guys were right there. I mean, it came down to the last hook the season before last.
Yeah, last year was the first points championship with that tractor. So it was, I wish we would have had that last rain, that last hook, but oh well.
Yeah, it would have been interesting to see how it ended up. But tell us what got you into pulling, Kurt.
So yeah, that tractor.
Ron, it's that Rock Valley internet. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It got me.
Are you
Comes and
there?
goes.
You're breaking up a little bit, Kurt.
I don't know if it's. I don't think it's my internet, but yeah, you asked what got me into pulling. Did you hear that or
Sure.
not at all?
Yeah. No, we didn't hear it.
Yeah, I guess it started in '98. Just jumped on a buddy's tractor and pulled a stock class, and the rest was history.
That's usually how it works. You hook one time and it's in your blood for sure. But
So yeah, it's met a lot of people. That's probably the best part of the pulling.
well, I know I'm pumped about coming back to Rock Valley this year. I'll be coming up on Wednesday to start setting things up, and of course the banquet's on Thursday, and green flag drops Friday night. But we're looking forward to it. I think there's a lot of pulling fans looking forward to it too, Kurt.
Yeah, I hope we fill the stands again, and food will be great, and I would imagine the beer will be cold.
That's the best way.
You
have
probably
something
should come
for
out.
us?
You probably should get up here early to keep your boss calm, and they'll probably be working on the track. They'll probably be working on the tractor till Friday at noon.
So, Jason, you working on something there to throw up on the screen, or some?
This is one of the coolest things about Rock Valley to me. I like to stand up there sometime. on purpose and not as a ploy.
I tell you what, the guy on the left, Rich, that's this poll. I mean, our board does a wonderful job, but everybody dreads the day that he's going to retire because it's going to be big shoes to fill.
This guy right here?
Yeah.
That guy right there, yes.
Rich Rosenboom. Yeah.
It's like I said, it's going to be big shoes to fill. Maybe Dave Rosenbaum will do it. You know how much he talks.
These are last year's Rock winners, right? Yeah.
Yep.
2020. There's those Medians.
Yeah.
Connor's all legs. Holy cow, that kid's tall for 17 years old.
Oh, yeah.
Bryce Terry.
They had an awesome weekend.
Great Terry.
I think
Coach.
Bryce Terry's coming back the way it sounded.
Yep.
What's the chances the Remedy's going to make it?
That's what I'm shooting for. The goal is to have I'm supposed to have all my parts by this Friday, and then Taylor and I are going to put my rims and tires on the Friday morning of Rock Valley.
Wow.
Your rims are good to go? They're not burnt up?
No, they're I'm getting another new set. So
Wow.
that's what Taylor told me. So
Well, we hope you can make it. So
I'm doing everything I can. Brandon Hart looked me straight in the eye Saturday and said, Jason, I said, I have to be in Rock Valley. I have to.
I think he's coming, I think. He told me he's coming.
Yeah, no, I said, I have to be there. And he goes, okay. So
that's going to be the first hook for the year?
yeah.
Perfect.
Seriously, we haven't even started this. I'm waiting on rods yet.
Wow.
Everything else is sitting there on a pallet. And Tony sheared off his wheel studs. He's trying to get ready for Toma, but we can't even start on mine yet. And I don't work on my tractor. Everybody knows that. Tony does everything. So
will Tony be running?
Yeah, I bet I could get him to come out because his Badger. Well, it all depends. He missed Macville, and he was trying to defend his Badger State points. But I might be able to get him to come out with me. So
yeah, just as well. The more, the merrier.
Yeah, the plan was to go Rockwell Thursday night for my buddy Big Rye, and then cruise out to Rock Valley. But I think we're going to need every day we can because I called Cody. He's coming up once we get put back together, get back from the dyno, come up and put on the new. I ordered a new Corsa from Cody McKinley. It's just so much. I don't know. I'm just trying to stay focused and smile. You know how it goes. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it'll be here before you know it. 2 weeks.
2.5 weeks, basically.
Yeah, basically 2 weeks and just a few days. So
Would it help some of them guys to pull on Saturday instead? I guess I don't think the pulling schedule's been set for the weekend, but I know the 540s are running all day Saturday, but
the 4.1s are Saturday day, Saturday night, right?
I don't know if that's for sure, but that'd probably help a bunch of guys?
It would.
Okay. Well.
But like I said, I don't think you're going to be hurting for numbers no matter what you do. So.
No, I don't think so either. So
I'll have to check and see the schedules and see. Do you have a good nickname, Kurt, so I can make a meme out of you?
No. Oh, my wife's sitting here. She always I get picked on about Adam Sandler all the time. So
Just give me a few minutes. I'll work something.
Think about that one.
I'm sure there's some smart ass watching here that's going to come on here right away. So
boom, there he is. Bang. Meister is the instigator. He's always stirring the pot.
So didn't he have a movie called Big Daddy?
Yeah.
The wheels are turning. So are you working on something still there, Jason?
Give me a second, Ron. Keep talking.
All right.
Keep
Well, I
talking.
see you looking down, and I don't want to interrupt if you got something cooking there.
I do. I just need a second.
Happy Gilmore. I don't know. I kind of like the Big Daddy thing. Big Daddy Kurt Koima. Something like that. Are you making a meme or are you pulling up video? Are you
I
watching
don't trust
TV?
what he's doing. I do know that.
Yeah, grin on his face says it all.
It's not as bad as you think it's going to be. Relax.
Whatever. I'll guarantee I'll get made fun of for the next month, probably.
Where were your guys' hook at? Do you remember last year at all, Kurt?
We might have been last. Near the end.
As far as in the season?
No, I'm talking like this
Oh, at the pull, I was going to say. Okay.
class order.
Right
There we go.
right
There it
there.
is.
I recognize that tractor. Gotta get rid of Ron's big banner there. Good stuff. Kurt, over the years, what would be like? Was last year the biggest crowd you've ever seen in Rock Valley, or would it have been a previous year?
I would say yes. I think I remember 15 being big, but we had some awfully big crowds when we used to only be Friday night, Saturday night too, and we'd fill it up.
I know
It's got to be last year was probably the biggest, but
2018, I recall covering it on Full Pull TV. As their announcing as well. And the thing I remember from that pull more than anything was the legacy, the pass he made, the diesel super stock. And we put that on Facebook and had like 100,000 views in a week with that one pass there that he made at Rock Valley. It was
he went like 390 feet or something, right?
Yeah, it was crazy. It was one of those passes that gives you goosebumps and gets you all excited.
What about Colin Ross's pass last year? That exhibition hook at the end of the night on Friday night. He was last.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah,
it was. The thing about last year that was so cool was, COVID was still happening, and some people were afraid to go out still. And, it's like, are people going to come out and support it? Are they going to leave their living room and come out? And people did. So it's hard to tell if there would have been more people come without COVID or if it was because of COVID. So it'd be interesting to see what happens this year. I hope you guys even fill the stands even more this year. So,
I think so. Everywhere I've been, guys, this year it's been way better than normal for everybody. What year was that Legacy Pass with Shramick?
That was 2018.
Look what I just found. This is fun, kind of being the color guy and trying not to talk all the time. I can go find these videos. This is kind of fun. The hardest part is not talking all the time.
That would have been on Full Pull TV at that time in 18.
Yep. I found some YouTube video of it.
Yeah, he came pretty close to hitting the dirt pile at the end of the track there, which was probably 400 some feet, but it was really cool pass. It like I said, I think we hit 100,000.
Watch this tractor on television, on RFD in the years past. This tractor right here has been to the Netherlands. They took it overseas on tour one year. The Netherlands requested it come over for exhibition pass.
Was it Youngblood or was it Legacy, Ron?
It was the Legacy.
Yeah, Legacy, yeah.
And pretty good.
We were just going to watch. I mean,
right there.
Braden Schrammick waiting on the green flag, building some.
Hey, you're talking, Ron.
Hey, I recognize that voice. Is this Saturday night. I think it was Saturday night that
We're going to find out here in just a second because I'll be.
Williamsburg, Missouri.
we'll be able to tell for sure.
Yeah.
I think he did it on Saturday.
Great shot and the legacy.
Diesel Supers are awesome. Oh.
Yeah, it was Saturday night.
Yeah, I think it was on the other track.
Give me a second. You guys keep talking.
West Track is where he did it on. West Track, announcer side.
My bad. My bad. Fire me.
So just once again, Tristan, hey man, I just want to apologize ahead of time. You know,
Don't be like that.
Oh, there ain't. You don't need to apologize. Nothing.
Tristan's a good guy. He's a good guy.
If we can't pick on each other, we shouldn't be doing this. That's all I'm going to say. I get picked on a lot. Why can't I pick on guys?
Nobody picked on you. What are you talking about?
That's what I always say, Ron. I'm like, oh, make fun of me because I have a microphone and it's going to be okay. So,
I have the power.
I'm closer, guys. I'm getting there. I promise. Man, Rock Valley is everywhere on the YouTube. Holy crap.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's a huge pull. I mean,
It should be. Yeah, it should be everywhere.
should be one of those bucket list pulls for people. You know, it's if you're a
I'd say
pull fan.
that's the thing with COVID last year. I mean, the one bright spot is like Rock Valley. You know, Kurt Van Beek says that a lot too. That helped put Outlaws on the map. I mean, they were on the map already, but I think, yeah, I didn't realize.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Didn't realize what kind of pull we can throw.
It's definitely one of those pulls that people talk about. You know, I still hear about it from guys that pulled in here from other organizations and states far, far away that came to Rock Valley last year, and they were blown away at the organization of how well it was run and how timely it was run for as many hooks as we had. People are still talking about it, you know, a year later. So definitely, it's even getting more interest now, even so after last season's hook. So. I'm chomping at the bit to get up there and go.
I think Leroy's coming back, ain't he?
I think so. I'm not 100% certain.
Yeah,
I think so.
I think he's coming back again.
My buddy Leroy Schluter.
Yeah, you guys sound really good together, Ron. And again, I don't like to give you compliments.
I know you don't. I know. It's good to hear every once in a while, you know, from you, though. I never hear it as much as I should.
Right. Just look in the mirror and tell yourself you're pretty, Ron. It'll be okay. I'm going to find it. So just keep talking.
All right. So this Chad Weisenkamp's kind of come out of nowhere here, Kurt. Going back to the Super.
Oh, I don't know.
Class.
I don't think he's come out of nowhere. That track has been tough to beat for a long time.
Yeah,
I remember a year he won like, I don't know, 11 out of 14 hooks one time.
He did. He was a points champion. Man, I got to really get my brain thinking now. It's been a few years ago, but he was an outlaw points champ in that class.
Yeah, before Allen's run, I think the 3 years before that.
Pulled a lot with Nebraska Bush, but yeah, he's got 2 wins in a row last 2 weeks, so definitely one to watch. And
I hope his tractor rubs off on ours because they're sitting in the trailer together at his farm. So he's hauling it down to Texas.
Going down to White Ride together.
Yep. So makes it fun.
Have you guys been down to Texas before?
Dave and Barry, we pulled in DeLeon a few years ago.
Okay.
That's a lot farther than White Ride is.
Yeah. He's still working there on it. We'll get it. That's that was just a monster hook he made there. That was, you guys had the what do you call it? The Calcutta Auction that
Oh
year?
yeah, we haven't done that for a few years, but yeah, we had that Calcutta that year.
In that diesel super class. I think whoever picked Braden Schromick that night was a pretty good pick. But you guys doing that again this year?
I don't think so. We just don't think we have the time for it. We're
Right.
talking about letting some of the charities do a 50-50 raffle.
There you go.
Which really don't stop the pulled in, but
We're saying Saturday night at Rock Valley, right?
Saturday night.
Saturday night's correct.
I just mentioned that to Connor Medding about not getting any sleep on Friday night from that win he had Friday night at Rock Valley. There's a lot of pullers that don't get much sleep there on Friday night, to be honest with you.
I rolled in there 2 years ago, like at 3 a.m. I could not believe the amount of people. I was like, these are my people. These are my people.
Oh, there's been some interesting events that have happened in Rock Valley. Something got drawn on our track one year with chalk, and we won't say what it was, but
I have a pretty good guess.
Yeah. Then the rodeo arena is right there, and they used to have a mechanical bull, and for a while there, that bull would make an appearance, and yeah, innocent people like Taylor Van Beek and Adam Vasky.
Innocent?
Sure, yeah.
Innocent.
Today said they had the front of the motor apart, had the balancer off of it.
If this isn't it, I give up. That's all I'm going to say.
This is it.
Murphy's Law came into play there.
That's got to be it.
Difficult for him in the pits. It was pretty hot out there today as well, so it looks like they got everything back together. Hope everything is running.
So they had the motor apart that morning.
Yeah.
The night before.
I love the diesel super pullers. Always, you need like a longer arm to spray ether while you're spooling them
I
up.
apologize, Ron.
Put it like on a selfie stick, Ron. Ron, let's create an ether stick.
There you go. Hey, we could that.
Oh,
That's a good idea.
I've been looking for something to get rich on in pulling so I could just not do my real job. So,
What's happening to this tractor, Jason? There's rumors, but
yeah, I'm not supposed to say the rumors. That's all I'm going to say. So,
yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
yeah, I've had private conversations with Brian and Braden, and they told me to shut up. So, when I walk into Hart's Diesel, Dustin and Brandon always tell me to put my phone away because they don't want. There's certain things they don't want out on the interwebs.
They know you all too well.
They do. Well, I'm just trying to promote, guys. I don't know what the big deal is. But they probably don't want me to promote a new turbo or a pump or something yet. Quite yet. So. Here we go.
Wow, it doesn't get any better than that. The crowd is on their feet here.
He's way out there.
Iowa.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, yeah.
He was about 10 to 12 feet from putting the front end in the sand pile. Awesome pass. They made Braden Schromick. Wow.
Oh, we got a good one. Hold on. Poor Tristan. He's getting hammered on tonight. So look how close. I mean, sand piles and outdoor pulls don't happen a lot, guys. That's all I'm going to say.
Wow. We had the best vantage point here we could have possibly had to see how that tractor finished that.
I think there's a lot of people that said that could have been the best pull they've ever seen in their life.
It was pretty awesome.
Look at the crowd. It was just awesome.
Pretty awesome to watch in person. But I got goosebumps again just watching it. The replay here.
Hold on. Here's the big reveal. Ready?
Oh, boy.
I'm pretty proud of Roos on this. I'm not going to lie. Look at that. Huh? What do you guys think?
Pretty cool.
Kind of
That's
a big
pretty
deal.
cool.
I'm surprised he hasn't called you.
Oh, he can call me all he wants, Kurt. I've been ignoring emails from customers and everything. It's all good. This is my pulling time.
Yeah, I think Kurt was right. He's probably going to hate me now. I thought,
No.
be upset with me, but
He's a handsome fellow.
Oh, it's all in good fun.
It's all in good fun. Exactly.
well, Kurt, I shall see you in a couple of weeks here.
Yeah, you're not
Be here
coming to
before
watch.
you know it. Anything we left out that you wanted to talk about Rock Valley, or?
No, not that I can think of, at least. I grabbed the newspaper for the stupid times because I don't even know the times of our poll all the time.
Well, I can tell you. You know why I can tell you?
Because you got the Outlaw app.
Because I have the Outlaw app right here at my fingertips. And it tells me that we go Friday night, July 9th at 6 p.m., Saturday, July 10th at noon, and Saturday, July 10th at 6 p.m. So,
Yep, sounds perfect. There
both
ain't,
nights.
there ain't much change. The camping's still free.
Camping is still free.
Yeah.
Are there any hookups there?
No, but you can.
No hookups.
You can. There's a campground in Rock Valley, not far from the track. That's full hookups.
Okay. We always get that question. Somebody coming from out of town wants to know if they can camp and if there's hookups. So, yeah.
That's what we definitely had last year. We probably had twice the campers we ever had across that. Right on the other side of the highway.
Okay. All right. Well, Jason, if you don't have anything else.
I want to talk to you, Ron. Let's let Kurt know.
All right. Kurt,
see you soon, buddy.
thanks for taking the time out tonight. Appreciate it.
See you guys.
Thanks.
What classes is everything's at the state fair, right, Stone?
For the most part, yeah, everything is there. They actually have a press release coming out tomorrow. The Iowa State Fair does.
Okay.
So
we'll get that shared up there, James.
Yeah.
For you.
I don't want to reveal a whole lot.
No, I know.
They want to make that reveal. So as soon as that press release comes out tomorrow, we can go full bore with that. Brandon Gillen inviting us all down to Uvalde, Texas. Now you talk about deep South Texas. Uvalde is like right on the border.
Is it?
Yeah. So he has a show down there in November. Talked about that a little bit. Indoor pool, but of course it's warm down there in November, I think, for the most part. So they keep the doors open. So something to think about this fall.
Yeah.
And something not necessarily outlaw related, but I can talk, I guess, a little bit about. But pool I was working on a couple of years ago, and then last year, COVID kind of took it off my agenda. But talking about Vegas again, so going to try to get that done possibly this year. So we'll know here in the next week or so whether that's going to be feasible. But that's something that pullers still call me about. Hey, you still having that pull in Vegas? So we'll try to get that done. That's kind of on my bucket list to do.
Yeah, that would be. I checked out the track when I was out there March of 20, right before COVID started. I was out there meeting with a couple potential sponsors at the big construction equipment show they had, Ron. And then I called you and drove by it and checked it out. And I see the vision. So
yeah, it would be cool. Definitely would be something different to see these pulling tractors in downtown Las Vegas.
Very cool.
So
very cool. Well, I'm gonna kick us off, Ron, and I'm just gonna play some Rock Valley videos probably for 30 minutes or so afterwards.
Sounds good to me.
From Full Pull TV, Outlawed Pulling TV. And then, yeah, let's plan on next Tuesday night again, and that's July 2nd. We'll talk probably more Rock Valley, I'm assuming.
More Rock Valley, and if I can get her on here, we'll get Daly Paulson on here as our young gun. driver of the sibling rivalry limited 4-1 tractor, 16 years old. So
I like having the promoters on too, Ron. Thank you for doing that. I like having a puller. I really look forward to this. I mean, we've gone almost 2 hours, but it doesn't feel like that. I mean, I got to pee really bad, but other than that, we're doing good.
I'm good. We can keep going, but
no, I need to go pee. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm kidding. I'm joking. But
so,
okay, all right.
I'm gonna fire this up, and you have a good night, sir.
Now this
all right, buddy.
See you, man.
Right. So he's going to try to make a repeat here and go 2 for 2 this weekend on just another one. Catastrophic failure at the end of that pass is what it looks like right there. That tractor, as he was burning it in at the end of the pass. Now, I can't tell from our vantage point here, Nate, but he may have just opened up the oil pan on the bottom of that engine and kicked some parts out on the track, but there is oil all over. Looks like there may be some fire under the hood there as well. Now that very well may be diesel fuel. I'm not sure.
I've got the replay up.
All right, my first guess was correct. He just expired the engine there at the end of that pass. He got here with a wind last night and a damaged tractor.
I'm showing the slow-mo replay here.
Yeah,
I know you can't quite see it from where you're standing.
You could see the oil fanning out for,
a
good 25, 30 feet on either side of the tractor.
It looks like it got a few people along the side here, spectators. Hopefully they didn't get burnt or anything.
No. Talk about wild rides. We got Cameron Neves coming up, the Cotton Candy triple engine tractor coming up next out of McAdoo, Texas. 3 blown big block Chevrolets injected on methanols. They're throwing the oil dry out here on the track for just another one, John Deere, as he expired that power plant at the very end of that pass. Everything let go on the bottom end. So not sure how many quarts of oil that oil pan holds, but right now it's holding 0 and it's all out here on the track.
Did you catch the distance on that pull by chance?
I can pull it up here. $355.65 is.
So he did a pretty good hook despite the ending, huh?
Now, depending on the sled setting, he is last night's winner, 355.65. We'll see. Being the first hook, it's hard telling who will get out here. A lot of heavy hitters in the class, and he did have it set on kill, no doubt about that. Yeah, so they'll be cleaning up the mess over here on this side for a little bit to try to get all that oil soaked up. Nate, I missed some of the comments that the event announcers were making here as they have radios down to the starting line. They can tell exactly what's going on with the cotton candy tractor. I'm not sure what's happening there with that thing right now.
Well, I had the camera zoomed in down there. He was running. I could hear him.
Running.
And they were taking their time here cleaning up, and he was putting his arms up. He was ready to go, and then they were taking too long, so he shut it down.
Okay.
So
makes sense. The diesel tractors can sit there, and they can run a little bit longer and build some more heat. It doesn't tend to hurt them as much as it does these supercharged machines, as they're not running radiators in these machines. Running alcohol fuels tends to keep them running cooler, but with no radiators and the blocks filled for strength and rigidity, they don't run any coolant through these supercharged tractors.
I'm always glad to have you along. I learn so much every time. I didn't know that they filled the block.
Yeah, the water jackets, they'll fill them with a certain type of concrete. Not completely destroyed the bottom end of that. These guys but they fill those water jackets full of that DevCon, full of that concrete, and it makes that block more rigid and strengthens it up.
Which I'm sure is a good thing, as with the cotton candy we saw in Columbus was flexing quite a bit.
Well, that was the frame, but
right. I know. I understand that.
Yeah,
but
you talk about the flexing.
Yeah.
Now he actually put a cross member. He showed me in the pit area yesterday that they had at one time cut a cross member. They're experimenting about just behind the two back motors. And he said after that Columbus pull, they actually went in and reconnected that cross member to try to firm that tractor up a little bit, because it does flex a lot. And, of course, if you watch Full Pull TV and you saw our coverage of the pull down in Columbus, Texas back in the spring, Cameron Neves and Cotton Candy. As soon as I think they can isolate all that activity. These guys are farmers down in McAdoo, Texas. They run a large cotton farming.
So
he's getting ready to turn it loose right now. He's got green flags, Nate. Cameron Neves out of McAdoo, Texas. Triple engine, big block Chevrolets. Cotton Candy. Now, the name of this tractor, these guys are farmers down in McAdoo, Texas. They run a large cotton farming operation down there. They've got a couple of pulling vehicles. They have a two-wheel drive as well, in addition to the cotton candy tractor. And that one's called Tall Cotton or High Cotton. We'll see it a little bit later here this evening. See if I can find it here. Yeah, the two-wheel drive is called High Cotton. Cameron Neves goes 306.04 feet, 306.04. So diesel super stocks, we've got the next entry on the line, the first puller down the track in this diesel super stock class. Completely destroyed the bottom end of that engine and sprayed oil all over the track. But he did so at the end of the pass as he went 355.65 feet. He won the class last night. We're going to bring out Matt Goodwin in the Intimidator out of Farnhamville, Iowa. Last night, Matt finished in the number 5 spot. Now he is in the Calcutta along with to just another one John Deere that just pulled down the track. He's got to beat 355.65 to take the lead. Matt Goodwin and the Intimidator.